Hello dear students, good afternoon everyone. So in this session we'll discuss differentiability previous year questions. So in last session we discussed differentiability concepts and we have practiced a few problems. So in this session we'll discuss differentiability previous year questions. Hello Ayantanu. Hello. Good afternoon. So guys, let me introduce myself. Myself Praneet Kalyanam. I'm maths educator in Unacademy. I have 10 years experience in teaching IIT-JEE maths. So previously I have worked in Narayana China campus and then I have worked in Akash Bangalore. I have studied in IIT Roorkee. So guys, if you want to join Excel batch for droppers, so there is a Excel batch for droppers is going on. So we'll finish the entire syllabus by mid of February. So Ellen Raju sir, myself and Rambabu sir is taking care of this batch. Rambabu sir is taking responsibility of chemist and myself is taking the responsibility of maths and Raju sir is taking the responsibility of physics. So if you want to join this batch, you can join, you can use this referral code and join the Plus platform. You can take this Plus subscription. For 6 months it is 28,000, for 12 months 38,500, for 2 years it is 56,000. So if you use this referral code Praneet10, you get 10% instant discount, you get it. Okay. Right. Chalo guys. So this is the first question we have. F is differentiable and f of c is 0 he has given. If g of x is mod f of x, then at x equals to c, z is a differentiable or non-differentiable. That's what he is asking. So guys, start doing this question. Z of x is given as mod f of x and f of c is given as 0. Then at x equals to c, whether z is differentiable or not. If it is differentiable, what is the condition? If it is non-differentiable, what is the condition? So guys, he gave f of c is equals to 0. This is what he gave. And how to calculate whether z is a differentiable at x equals to c or not. So to calculate whether x is differentiable or not, we need to check limit x is tending to c, z of x minus z of c by x minus c. This has to be, this limit x is tending to c, z of x minus z of c by x minus c has to exist finitely. This is nothing but z dash c only, guys. This is nothing but z dash c only. If this exists finally, we can say that z dash c is equals to exist. That means it is differentiable at x equals to c. That means the left hand limit of this limit and right hand limit should be equal. Then we can say that it is differentiable at x equals to c. So now if you substitute g of x value, if you substitute it, what we getting it? Let's substitute g of x value. Limit x is tending to c, g of x is what? Mod f of x minus g of c is mod f of c by x minus c. This is what we're getting it. Clear? Right. But see, f of c is 0, guys. So if f of c is 0, mod f of c also 0. Correct now? So we can say that this particular part is 0. Clear? So can I write it as limit x is tending to c mod f of x minus f of c. Why? Because anyway this is 0. Anyway f of c is 0. So whether I put it here or here, it will be same. F of c is 0. So can I write it like this? Guys? Mod f of x minus f of c by x minus c. And clearly we can say that limit x is tending to c, I can take this x minus c under the root. Why? Because x minus c is anyway positive only, so I can say that f of x minus f of c by x minus c. So this is nothing but f dash x only. This is nothing but f dash x only. Why? Because what is the definition of f dash x? F dash x definition is, f dash c definition is limit x is tending to c, f of x minus f of c by x minus c. So in place of this, can I substitute f dash c? Finally, what I am getting it, mod f dash c we are getting it. Mod f dash c we are getting it. So whether it has to be differentiable means this has to be uniquely equal. It has to be unique. Whether you calculate c minus or c plus, it should be same, guys. So c minus or c plus, it should be same means what? So can I say that if f dash c is equals to 0, then only left hand limit and right hand limit will be equal? Can I say it like this? Understood now? So we can say that this is a differentiable only when f dash c is equals to 0. So fourth option is the answer. So let's discuss this question again. We just calculated g dash c, that is if it is differentiable, this limit should exist under finitely. So g of x minus g of c by x minus c, but g of c is equals to 0. Why? Because f of c is 0, mod f of c also 0. But as it is 0, we can write mod f of x as mod f of x minus 0. So finally I can able to write it as mod f of x minus f of c by x minus c. So this has to be equal for both left hand side and right hand side, means compulsory f dash c should be 0. If f dash c is 0, differentiable, otherwise it is non-differentiable. Okay, chalo guys, this is what we are doing here. We applied the g dash c is this much, we are getting it, and here this has to be finitely differentiable at x equals to c, means f dash c compulsory it should be 0, then only left hand derivative and right hand derivative will be equal. Okay, chalo, let's move to the next question, guys. Next question, if f is a differentiable function and f of 2 is given as 2, then what is the limit x is tending to 2, integral 6 to f of x 2t by x minus 2. Chalo, let's do this question. So we can write it as limit x is tending to 2, integral 6 to f of x 2t dt by x minus 2. Can I write it like this? Why? Because this x minus 2 is constant with respect to t. Here variable is t, guys. As we are integrating in the limits at t, x minus 2 is a constant. We can bring it outside. So if you bring it outside, this is what we're getting it. Now if you substitute x equals to 2 here, if you substitute x equals to 2 here, substitute x equals to 2 here. If you substitute x equals to 2 here, what we are getting it? Integral 6 to f of 2. F of 2 already he gave 6 into 2t dt by 2 minus 2 we are getting it. Are we getting 0 by 0? Why? Because if lower limit and upper limit is same, so can I say that different integration is 0? So as lower limit, upper limit is becoming same, so we can say that 0 by 0. If it is 0 by 0, can we apply L'Hospital rule? Let's apply L'Hospital rule. Okay. So if you apply L'Hospital rule here, this becomes limit x is tending to 2, numerator differentiation, denominator differentiation 1. What about numerator differentiation? We can use Leibniz rule. What is Leibniz rule? Upper limit differentiation into, in place of t, we need to substitute the upper limit, minus lower limit differentiation into, in place of t, substitute the lower limit. This is what we're getting it. So if you simplify this, finally what we get it, apply the limit here. If you apply the limit here, f dash 2 into 2 times f of 2, that's what we're getting it. So f dash 2 already he gave, f of 2 he gave already. F of 2 is how much? 6. So 6 into 2, which is 12. 12 into f dash 2, that's what we're getting. 12 into f dash 2. Clear now? Understood, guys? Hello, Yash. Understood this question? As it is coming like 0 by 0. Why it is coming like 0 by 0? If you substitute the limit directly, f of 2 is becoming 6 only. So 6 to 6, integral 6 to 6 is 0. If a definite integration, lower limit, upper limit is same, then we can say that it is 0. So 0 by 0 we're getting it. So we applied L'Hospital rule. By using Leibniz rule. So guys, let me tell you about Leibniz rule. Leibniz rule is, if you want to calculate differentiation of integral f of x to z of x, let's say, into some h of t dt. How we can calculate integration of this is, upper limit differentiation into, in place of t, substitute upper limit, minus lower limit differentiation, in place of t, you substitute lower limit. That's it. This is a Leibniz rule. This is Leibniz rule, guys. Clear? Right. So by using this Leibniz rule, we calculated the differentiation of this. Upper limit differentiation is f dash x into, in place of t we substituted lower limit, minus lower limit differentiation, 6 differentiation is 0, into, in place of t substitute the lower limit. So 2 into f dash 2 into f of 2 is equals to how much? F of 2 already he gave 6. So if you substitute 12 times f dash 2, we are getting it. Clear now? Right, guys. Chalo, let's move to the next question. So this is the next question we have. F of x is given as 15 minus x minus 10. Then the set of all values of x where f of x is not differentiable. Let's check it where it is not differentiable. Okay. So to calculate z of x, whether it is differentiable or not. So how to check whether it is differentiable or not at 5. Let's take 5, guys. Why? Because 5 is there in 2 options. Let's check it at 5. Z dash 5 I want to calculate. Z dash 5 has to be valid. That means it is differentiable at x equals to 5 means limit x is tending to 5. Z of 5, z of x minus z of 5 by x minus 5. This has to exist finitely. So z of x we know it. What is z of x? Z of x is f of x only. And z of 5 we can calculate. So z of 5 is equals to f of 5, guys. So now let's calculate what is f of 5. F of 5, if we calculate, how much we getting it? 15 minus 10. If you substitute 5 here, 15 minus 5 we are getting, which is 10 we are getting. But what is f of 10? Substitute in place of x at 10. 15 we are getting it. So this is what we are getting it, 15 by x minus 5. This is what we are getting it. Now we need to calculate left hand limit as well as right hand limit. Suppose if I calculate left hand limit, let's see what I get it. So to check whether it is valid or invalid, I am calculating left hand derivative, guys. Left hand derivative is z dash 5 minus is equals to limit x is tending to 5 minus f of x minus 15 by x minus 5. This is what we should calculate. Okay. Chalo. Let's calculate this. So as we are getting 0 by 0, let's apply L'Hospital rule. If you apply L'Hospital rule here, so how much we getting it? F dash f of x into f dash x by 1. This is what we getting, guys. Limit x is tending to 5 minus. So when x is 5 minus, let's calculate what is this. So this is f dash f of 5 minus. F of 5 minus we can calculate. If we calculate f of 5 minus, how much we getting it? 10 we are getting it. F of 5 minus is 10 minus or 10 plus, guys. 5 minus if we calculate, 5 minus 10, which is you can take 5 minus means you can take 4.99, you can take it 4.99 minus 10, which is 5.01. 5.01 minus 15 minus 5.01. 5 minus means 5 minus means we can take approximately 4.99. If you substitute this 4.99 here, how much we getting it? 15 minus 4.99 minus 10, which is 5.01. So 5.01 minus 15 minus 5.01, how much? 9.99, which is a 10 minus case. So here we're getting 10 minus into f dash 5 minus. F dash 5 minus also you can calculate. F dash 5 minus also you can calculate. So if you calculate f dash 5 minus, so when you take x equals to 5 minus, we can replace 15 minus as it is negative. I can replace with 10 minus x. So total 5 plus x we are getting. Its differentiation is 1, guys. So f dash 5 minus is 1 by 1. Finally, this is what we are getting. Now let's calculate f dash 10 minus. F dash 10 minus, when x is slightly less than 10, this is a negative we are getting it. So we can replace this f of x as 15 minus 10 minus x we are getting it. So which is equals to 5 plus x. So its differentiation is 1. So 1 into 1 by 1. So right hand differentiation we calculate. Clear? So instead of calculating every time what is left hand derivative and what is the right hand derivative, instead of calculating every time, why? Because we just now calculated left hand derivative and we need to calculate right hand derivative also, and we need to check whether those are equal or not. If they are equal, it is differentiable. If they are not equal, they are not differentiable. Instead of doing all this, what you can do is you can calculate f of x and then you can calculate the graph. So that is a better, okay. So what we'll do is we'll take f of x we got it as 15 minus x minus 10. This is what he gave, and we need to calculate f of x. We need to calculate f of x. So for that, what we can do is first we'll analyze f of x between the limits x less than 10 and x greater than 10. These two cases we'll check it. When x is less than 10, x minus 10 is negative, guys. This quantity is negative. So whenever it is negative, we'll replace with this 15 minus 10 minus x. So in that case, we are getting 5 plus x we are getting it. So what about the second case? Second case is when x is greater than 10. When x is greater than 10, according to the definition of mod x minus 10, x minus 10 positive, so I can replace mod x minus 10 with x minus 10 only. So from this, how much we getting, guys? So are we getting 25 minus x? Yes, this is what we calculated. Finally, we calculated f of x as 5 plus x if x is less than 10. And 25 minus x if x is greater than 10. So f of x we simplified, but we need to calculate f of x. To calculate f of x, we need to write this f of x here. So I can write it as, according to the definition, 5 plus f of x if f of x is less than 10. And this is 25 minus f of x if f of x is greater than 10. Clear? So guys, is it clear? So we can say that now f of x, when f of x is less than 10, when f of x is greater than 10, we need to analyze this. If you analyze this, when f of x is less than 10, f of x is this, when it is less than 10, let's check it. See, when x is greater than 10, when it will be less than 10, we'll just check it. Suppose if x is greater than 15, if x is greater than 15, so 25 minus greater than 15, which is less than 10. So here we are getting two conditions. One condition is x greater than 15. Another condition, same way, suppose it has to be less than 10 means, suppose if x is lying between 0 to 5 or less than 5, let's say. If x is less than 5, so these two conditions we are getting it. X less than 5. Hello Anshuman Pandey. Okay, I am from Hyderabad. Okay, right. So guys, x greater than 15, If x is greater than 15, this 25 minus x is becoming less than 10. Same way, if x is lying between minus infinite to 5 also, that is less than 5 also, we are getting less than 10. So these two cases we are getting it. Clear now? So guys, let's discuss this question again. This is f of x. First we simplified f of x. How we simplified this f of x? Mod x minus 10 definition is x minus 10 if x minus 10 positive. So here if x is greater than 10, x minus 10 is positive. So if x minus 10 is positive, then mod x minus 10 we can replace with x minus 10. Same way, if x is less than 10, x minus 10 is negative. X minus 10 is negative, then mod x minus 10 can be replaced with the 10 minus x. So we simplified this f of x and finally we got f of x as this. This is a f of x. Once we got f of x, we need to calculate f of x. If you calculate f of x, how much we getting it f of x? In place of x, directly we substituted f of x. In place of x, if you substituted f of x, how much we getting it? 5 plus f of x. When f of x is less than 10. 25 minus f of x. When f of x is greater than 10. Okay, so these two conditions we got it. Clear now? Right. So now we are checking where f of x is less than 10. When f of x is less than 10, f of x is less than 10, you can see here, you can observe it. When f of x less than 10, this has to be less than 10 means x has to be less than 5. This has to be less than 10 means x has to be greater than 15. Okay, these two conditions we got it. Same way, we can analyze this condition also. When f of x greater than 10, when f of x greater than 10, if x belongs to 5 to 10. So clearly we can say it. If x is lying between 5 to 10, it is greater than 10. And if x is, it should be greater than 10. If x is lying between 10 to 15, that means if x belongs to 10 to 15, then it is like this. So total we are getting 4 intervals, guys. According to this, we can define the f of x. Now let me see how I can define f of x. F of x I am defining like. So total 4 intervals I am getting it. What are the 4 intervals? If x is less than 5 case, if x belongs to 5 to 10 case, if x belongs to 10 to 15 case, if x belongs to x greater than 15 case. These are the 4 conditions we are getting it. So for the 4 conditions, let's see. X less than 5. X less than 5 means it goes to this case. So this case we should apply it. 5 plus f of x. But f of x, x less than 5 means f of x will become 5 plus x. So we'll get it like 5 plus x. When x is less than 5, when x is less than 5, 5 plus f of x we are getting it. 5 plus f of x. But what is f of x? When x is less than 5, f of x plus is nothing but 5 plus x only. This is what we are getting is. Clear now? So 5 plus x, which is a 10 plus x. This is what we are getting it for this condition. Next, second condition. What is the second condition we are getting it? Second condition we are getting when x is lying between 5 to 10. X is lying between 5 to 10 means this case. This case means what? 25 minus f of x. But what is f of x, guys? When x is lying between 10 to 15, f of x is nothing but 25 minus x. 25 minus x, which is equals to x. This is what we're getting. Clear now? Right. Next, third case. When x is lying between 10 to 15. When x is lying between 10 to 15, it goes to this particular case. Again, 25 minus x. 25 minus f of x. But what is f of x? When x is lying between 10 to 15, again this one only. 25 minus x. So again we are getting x only. Okay, let's check it again. 5 to 10 we'll just check it. 5 to 10, here we are doing mistake. Here it is 5 plus x, guys. 5 plus x. So this is a 20 minus x. 20 minus x. Clear now? Right. Now, last case. What is the last case, guys? Last case is x greater than 15. X greater than 15, we should take this 5 plus f of x. But what is f of x? When x is greater than 15, we should take this. So 25 minus x, which is equals to 30 minus x. These are what we're getting. So with this, we can draw the graph, guys. 10 plus x, 20 minus x, x 30 minus x. Let's take 10 plus x. Finally, we calculated f of x as 10 plus x if x is less than 5. Correct na? Same way. 20 minus x if x belongs to 5 to 10. Yeah, 5 to 10. Next one. X if x belongs to 10 to 5. X if x belongs to 10 to 15. Next, last case, if x greater than 15, 30 minus x. 30 minus x if x greater than 15. So now let's draw the graph, guys. If you draw the graph, let's see what we get. So this is the graph, x-axis, y-axis. So here 0 is there, so you can draw all this, guys. 0 is here, 5 is here, 10 is here, 15 is here, and 20 is here. Now if you draw the graph, when x is less than 5, so it is a 10 plus x. You can draw the graph of y is equals to 10 plus x, guys. Positive slope. So positive slope and passes through 5 comma 15. So it should be something like this. It should be something like this. Next, 5 to 10. 5 to 10, 20 minus x, negative slope. Physics lover, how to join plus? Yeah, you can use this referral code. You can use Praneet 10. You'll get instant 10% discount. You'll get it. Praneet 10, you can use it. Okay. Right. So guys, 5 to 10, what is it? 20 minus x. 20 minus x means, again, if you substitute 5, it is 15. 5 comma 15 only. When you substitute 10, it is coming like this. Okay. It is coming like this. Okay. So it is passes through which point? 10 comma 10 it is passes. And then y is equals to x again. Y is equals to x means what? Again, we are getting it like this. Next, 30 minus x. 30 minus x means, again, we'll get it like this. We'll get it like this. So the graph coming like this. Now in the graph, we can easily observe where this graph is having sharp edges. Where this graph is having sharp edges, guys. At 5, 10, 15. So we can say that at 5, 10, 15, it is non-differentiable. That we can say it. Clear now? Everyone understood? What we have done is, first we calculated f of x graph. F of x we simplified it. And then f of x we calculated. Once we calculated f of x, we just draw the f of x graph, and then we are just checking where sharp edges are there. Sharp edges means where slope is changing suddenly. So 3 times slope is changing suddenly, guys. So at this particular points, 5, 10, 15, so it is non-differentiable. Clear now? So guys, is it clear? Right. Chalo guys, now let's move to the next question. So this is the next question we have. Same guys, minimum of sin x and cos x between minus pi to pi. So let's draw the graph. If you can draw the graph, easily we can analyze it. Minus pi to pi. So let's take the graph. This is a x-axis and y-axis. And let's take this is 0. This is pi by 4. And then this is pi by 2. And then this is 3 pi by 4. And then this is pi. Same way with the negative side. Minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 2. Minus 3 pi by 4. Minus pi. So we need to draw the graph of sin x as well as cos x, guys. First we'll draw the sin x graph. So sin x graph will be like this. It is starting from 0, reaching its maximum value at pi by 2, and again it is decreasing to pi. Same way with the negative side also. So it is coming like this. Clear now? So now we'll draw the graph of cos x, guys. So cos x graph will be maximum at 1 and reaching its minimum value at pi by 2 and again reaching to minus 1. So it is coming like this. Clear? This is what we're getting is. So he is asking minimum. Minimum means what, guys? Minimum out of these two. That's what he is asking. Minimum out of these two curves. So what is the minimum out of these two curves, guys? Out of these two, this is a minimum. Out of these two, this is a minimum. Okay. Out of these two, this is a minimum. So we can say it like this. So this black color one is a required graph. Minimum out of these two. Minimum means lower one. Minimum means lower one, guys. Clear now? So minimum means lower one, maximum means upper one. So out of this, which one is the minimum? That's what we need. Clear now? My rank is under 1000. क्या मैं CSC पे सकता हूँ? Yeah, definitely, Aman. If you can get below 100, below 1000, definitely you can get it. Okay. Right. So can I get CSC in IIT with All India rank 1018? Yeah, you can try it actually. You won't get top IITs, but definitely maybe last IITs you may get it. Okay. Right. So now tell me, guys, how many in this graph, how many times we are getting sharp edges? This particular point we are having sharp edge and this particular point we have sharp edge. So guys, alternate days, guys. Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Every alternate days, 2 to 3 p.m. Okay. What is your rank, Pratik? Pratik Shetty, what is your rank? $1,018, then you can join. Why to take drop unnecessarily? 1018 is very good rank. Why to take drop unnecessarily? You will get good rank only. You will get good seat. Right. So guys, how many times we are getting sharp edge? This is one time and this is one time. Where we are getting sharp edges? At pi by 4 we are getting sharp edge and at 3 pi minus 3 pi by 4 we are getting sharp edge. That's what. So what he is asking is pi by 4. Yes, we got it as pi by 4 minus 3 pi by 4 comma pi by 4 we have. Okay. Right. So S is equals to minus 3 pi by 4 comma pi by 4. So this is a subset of which of the following set he is asking. So this is subset of third option. So third option is correct, guys. Clear now? So third option is correct. Chalo. Let's move to the next question. So this is the next question we have. So we need to check whether it is non-differentiable at what values of x. That means first option is saying it is non-differentiable at 0. Third option is saying non-differentiable at pi. Fourth option is saying non-differentiable at 0 and pi both. Second option is saying empty set. Empty set means everywhere it is differentiable. That's what he is saying it. Okay. So now let's calculate left hand derivative as well as right hand derivative at 0, guys. Okay. So let's calculate f dash 0 minus left hand derivative. Left hand derivative f dash 0 minus. So if I want to calculate this, limit x is tending to 0 minus f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0. Let's calculate this. What we get it. Limit x is tending to 0 minus f of x is what? Sine of mod x minus mod x plus 2 times x minus pi into cos of mod x minus f of 0. Guys, f of 0, if you calculate, how much we get it, guys? F of 0 is how much? Sine 0 is 0 minus 0. So minus 2 pi. Yeah, minus 2 pi we are getting it by x minus 0. That is x. You can say it as x. So this value we should calculate. But tell me, when x is tending to 0 minus means x is negative only. Na? When x is negative, can I replace mod x with minus x? So finally I can write it like this: sine of minus x minus x plus 2 times x minus pi into cos of mod x is cos of minus x, but cos of minus x is cos plus x only, plus 2 pi by x we are getting it. Are we getting 0 by 0? Yes, we're getting 0 by 0. So can we apply L'Hospital rule, guys? Can we apply L'Hospital rule? Let's apply L'Hospital rule. If you apply L'Hospital rule here, so what we get it, minus cos x we get it here, plus 1 we get it, plus here you can use UV rule, 2 into cos x minus 2 into x minus pi into cos x differentiation is minus sin x, by 1 we get it. Now substitute the limit, guys. If you substitute limit x is tending to 0 minus, so how much you get it? Minus 1 plus 2 minus of minus 2 pi, which is 2 pi into sine 0 is 0. This is what we're getting it. So which is equals to plus 2 we are getting it. Left hand derivative we got plus 2, guys. Same way, can we calculate right hand limit? Let's calculate right hand limit. As we calculated left hand derivative, we are getting plus 2. Now you calculate right hand derivative. So for right hand derivative, f dash 0 plus we need. Same formula, guys. Only thing is that in place of mod x, we'll substitute plus x. If you substitute that, what we getting it? Sin x plus 2 into x minus pi into cos x plus 2 pi by x we're getting it. Now again we're getting 0 by 0. So now apply the L'Hospital rule. If you apply L'Hospital rule, cos x plus 1 plus UV formula we use it, 2 cos x minus 2 into x minus pi into sin x by 1. Now substitute the limit. If you substitute the limit x is tending to 0. 1 plus 2 minus of minus 2 pi into 0 by 1. So total how much we getting, guys? 4 we are getting it. Correct, na? So can we say that it is non-differentiable at x equals to 0? Can I say it is non-differentiable at x equals to 0? Sine of mod x. Okay, let's check it, guys. Why? Because the answer is second option. So we are doing mistake somewhere. Okay, let's check it. Oh, 1 second. Here this is minus, guys. Here it is minus x. Minus x. Minus 1. Now again we are getting 2 only. So that means both left hand derivative and right hand derivative same. That means can we say that it is a differentiable at x equals to 0? If it is differentiable at x equals to 0, the set k doesn't have 0. So wherever 0 is there, we can eliminate. Clear now? So same way we can check it for pi also, guys. Same way we can check it for pi also at x equals to pi, whether it is differentiable or not. Let's calculate left hand derivative and right hand derivative separately and check it. So we can say that x equals to pi also differentiable. So answer is option B. So everywhere it is differentiable. Clear? Chalo. Let's move to the next question. So this is the next question we have. F of x is equals to minus 1 when x is lying between minus 2 to 0, and x square minus 1 when x is lying between 0 to 2. Then z of x in the interval minus 2 to 2, differentiable or non-differentiable. So best way we can solve this question is, you can draw the graph of g of x. So but before that, let's discuss the graph of f of x, guys. Okay, so let's take it like this. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, okay, and this is y-axis. So now let me draw the graph of f of x first. F of x is defined from minus 2 to 0, 2 only, guys. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Yes, that's what we're getting it. Only this part. So now let's draw the graph of this. If you draw the graph, -2 to 0, -1. -1 means like this. Next, 0 to 2. 0 to 2, x square minus 1. Upper parabola, guys. Upper parabola means what? When you substitute x equals to 0, -1 only we are getting it. And when you substitute x equals to 1, we're getting 0. So it should be like this. Clear now? So now let's take it like this. This is y is equals to -1. This is y is equals to 1 minus x square. This is y is equals to 1 minus x square. This is what we're getting it. This is y is equals to f of x, guys. This is y is equals to f of x graph. Now we need to draw mod f of x graph. Let's calculate mod f of x now. X-axis and y-axis. So same thing. -1, -2, 0, 1, 2. Now we'll calculate mod f of x. Mod f of x is what? Whatever part below x-axis, we'll fold it above x-axis. So it should be something like this. -2 to 0. It will be +1 and then it will become like this. And 1 to 2 we don't change anything. 1 to 2 it should be like this only. Clear now? So now tell me guys, what are these? See, this is y is equals to +1. This is y is equals to x square minus 1. This is y is equals to 1 minus x square only. Clear? This is y is equals to mod f of x graph. Y is equals to mod f of x graph. Now we need to draw y is equals to f of mod x graph. Let me draw like this. F of mod x graph. -1, -2, 0, 1, 2. F of mod x graph is whatever is there in f of x. Left hand side and right hand side is same. So that means we can say that this graph should be same as right hand side also. Right hand side and left hand side it should be same. That means the graph should be symmetric about y-axis. This graph should be symmetric about y-axis. That means this part again we'll write it. Right hand side also we should write the same graph. So if you draw this, what we get it is, we get it like this. This is y is equals to 1 minus x square. Even right hand side also will get the same thing. Y is equals to 1 minus x square. Now we need to add these two graphs, guys. We need to add these two graphs. So this is y is equals to f of mod x. We need to add these two graphs. Let's add these two graphs. If we add these two graphs, let's see what we get it. So if you add these two, we are getting something like this. Let's take it as x-axis, y-axis. So take the points 0, 1, 2, -1, -2. Okay. Now tell me, first we'll add these two graphs. This particular part and this particular part I want to add. So one is 1 minus x square, another one is -1, guys. One is -1 or +1? +1, guys. One is +1, another one is 1 minus x square. That is a 2 minus x square we need. This particular part we are getting 2 minus x square. 2 minus x square means what? Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 second. This is not 1 minus x square, guys. This is x square minus 1, I think. This is x square minus 1. Yeah, x square minus 1. Now tell me guys, x square minus 1 plus 1. So in this case, we are getting x square. X square means what? It will be like this. 1 to 4 it will move. Next 0 to 1 will add it. 0 to 1 if you add it. So this is minus 1 and this is same x square minus 1. So if you add it, same graph will get it. So x square graph only will get it. X square graph will be like this. Yes, we're getting something like this. Clear now? Y is equals to x square graph. Why we got y is equals to x square is this is y is equals to plus 1 and x square minus 1. If you add these two, we're getting y is equals to x square. Next 0 to 1 guys. 0 to 1 if I want to add this. X square minus 1, 1 minus x square, 0. So we'll get it like this. 0. So this is y is equals to 0. Next 1 to 2. 1 to 2 if you draw the graph. 1 to 2 this is 1 minus x square. This is 1 minus x square. Both 1 minus x square. Let's add these two. 2 minus 2x square. 2 minus 2x square means how it look like? It look like this. So the possible non-differentiable points are maybe here and here. But when we calculate here, the slope at x equals to 0 is 0 only. Here also slope is 0. So we can say that here soft edge is there and here hard edge is there. Why? Because this is y is equals to 2 minus 2x square. Left hand derivative is 0. Right hand derivative is minus 4x, which is at x equals to 1. If you substitute minus 4, we're getting it. Slope here is minus 4. Here is 0. Okay. So there is a sharp edge at only this particular point, guys. At this particular point, that means at x equals to 1 only sharp edge is there. So that means there is a non-differentiable point at only one point. That's what we can say. Clear now? Right. Non-differentiable point at only one point. Guys, clear? So first option is the answer. Any doubts? Anyone has any doubts? How we got non-differentiable point at x equals to 1? At x equals to 1, slope is changing suddenly. But at x equals to 0, slope is not changing suddenly. Guys, clear now? At x equals to 0, slope is changing slowly. That means not changing suddenly. At x equals to 1, slope is changing suddenly. Okay? Right. Chalo guys. Let's move to the next question. Same, this question also same guys. We need to draw the graphs of these two between minus 1 to 1. Why? Because the domain is given as minus 1 to 1. In the domain minus 1 to 1, we need to draw these two graphs. Let's draw the graphs of these two. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. And this is 0. And this is a minus 1. And this is plus 1. Right. First, let's draw the y is equals to minus mod x graph. Mod x graph, you know. What is mod x graph, guys? Mod x graph should be like this. Mod x graph should be like this. Correct or not? It should be like this. Minus of mod x means what? Exactly opposite side. So always negative. So it will be like this. Clear now? It should be like this. Otherwise, you substitute x equals to 1, you substitute minus 1, you substitute 0, you substitute all these values, you substitute. If you substitute these values here, this is y is equals to minus mod x graph. Y is equals to minus mod x graph. Now we need to calculate that minus of square root of 1 minus x square graph. This graph we need to check it. Y is equals to minus of square root of 1 minus x square. So if we square it on both sides, so we're getting like x square is equals to 1 minus x square, y square is equals to 1 minus x square, which is x square plus y square is equals to 1 only, guys. So but it is semicircle, guys. It is a semicircle. So it will be something like this. Only lower part we are getting it. So it should be like this. How can I say that lower part? Because y coordinate is always negative. Y coordinate is always negative. So that means y coordinate negative means below x-axis. So the graph should be like this. But out of this, which one is maximum he is asking. Maximum means upper part or lower part, guys. Out of these two, what is the upper part? Upper part out of these two is this. Clear? Out of these two upper part is this. Out of these two upper part is this. Like this. Clear now? So guys, is it clear? Understood? Like this. This part. So now tell me guys, here how many sharp edges we are getting it? This is one sharp edge, this is the other sharp edge, this is the other sharp edge. Total 3 sharp edges we are getting in this black curve. So 3 points, it is non-differentiable. So first option is the answer. Guys, clear now? Right. Chalo guys. Yeah, 3 points, it is non-differentiable. Okay. So now let's see the 8th question. This is also 2019 question. So f of x given -4 to 4, we need to analyze the graph. So in between -4 to 4, where it is differentiable and where it is non-differentiable, that's what we need to calculate. Okay, so let's try to draw the graph. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So this is 0 and we need till 4, so we'll take it like this. This is 1, 2, 3 and then 4, and then -1, -2, -3, -4. Clear now? So we need to draw the first graph. So there is so 0 to 2, we'll take it first. 0 to 2 goes to this case. 0 to 2, which one is bigger? Mod x is bigger or x square is bigger? Yeah, IT geek asked me. See, 0 to 1, mod x is bigger or x square is bigger? 0 to 1, x is bigger, guys. 0 to 1, x. 1 to 2, x square. Same way. 0 to 1, mod x. 0 to -1, -1 to 0, mod x, -1 to 2, it is like this. Okay, no? It should be like this. Now 2 to 4, 2 to 4 is this, guys. 2 to 4, all these are symmetric about y-axis, guys. 2 to 4, 8 minus 2x, so 8 minus 2x will be like this. 8 minus 2x will be like this. Clear now? Now where it is the sharp edges, that's what he is asking. How many times we are having sharp edges? You need to calculate this. This is one sharp edge, this is another sharp edge, this is another sharp edge, and one more. Total 5 sharp edges we are getting it. Clear now? What are these 5 sharp edges? These. -2, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So I have joined coaching late. I'm in 11th now. I've covered only 2 chapters. Can I complete 11th JEE syllabus in 4 months? See, you need proper scheduled guidance. You need IT geek. Okay, so within 4 months, if you want to finish the entire 11th syllabus, means you have proper guidance. Okay, so if your coaching is teaching all this chapters very slowly. Why? Because they finished only 2 chapters. They covered only 2 chapters. Better you join one proper coaching like Unacademy. In Unacademy, if you join a droppers batch, we just started the droppers batch where we are going to complete the entire 11th syllabus in 3 months by end of November or December. Within December, let's say, we are going to complete entire 11th syllabus. Okay, so there is a systematic approach where you can get maximum advantage in Unacademy. So that's why better if you can join in Unacademy, you will get maximum benefit. Okay, so use this referral code Praneet10 while joining Unacademy Plus platform. You can use this referral code Praneet10. You get 10% discount. Okay, and fees is also very reasonable, guys. You can take 6 months subscription, you can take it. Okay, so let me discuss about this 6 month subscription. So this is a 6 month subscription, 6 months 28,000. So if you use this referral code Praneet 10, you get 10% discount. That is 28,000 minus 2,800. You get it. Okay, so which is 25,200. So for 6 months, you can take this subscription plan for 6 months. Okay, and you get maximum benefit. In that 6 months, you can complete most of the syllabus. In 11th, even 12th also you can syllabus some of the syllabus. Okay, right. Chalo guys. So guys, we'll do one more problem. Yes, this question already we finished. We just draw the graph and checking how many times we are getting sharp edges. So sharp edges we are getting 5 times. So at these 5 points it is non-differentiable. So we can say that first option is the answer. Clear now? Right. So now let's move to the next question, guys. This is also 2019 question. So let f be the differentiable function from R to R such that mod f of x minus f of y. So let's take it like this. Mod f of x minus mod f of y less than or equals to 2 times. Can I write it as mod x minus y into x minus y? Can I write it like this? Mod x minus y into x minus y whole power 1 by 2. Can I write it like this? Okay. So take this x minus y to the other side. If you take this x minus y to the other side, mod f of x minus f of y by mod x minus y less than or equals to 2 times x minus y whole power 1 by 2. This is what we're getting it. So what we can do is apply limits on both sides. Limit x is tending to y, you apply it. Limit x is tending to y. Limit x is tending to y or y is tending to x. Anything is fine. So if you apply x is tending to y, so what we're getting is left hand side we are getting. So this we can write it like this. Mod limit x is tending to y, f of x minus f of y by x minus y is less than or equals to, if you apply the limits we're getting 0, and this is nothing but mod f dash y less than or equals to 0, but modulus will never be negative, so maybe it should be 0. So compulsory f dash y 0. F dash y 0 means what? F of y is a constant function, guys. F of y is a f of y or f of x or whatever it is. F of x is a constant function. But f of 0 is given as 1. So compulsory f of x should be 1, guys. If you take f of x equals to 1, now calculate this. 0 to 1 f square x. F square x is what? 1 square dx. So integration of this x between the limits 0 to 1. How much we getting it? Are we getting 1 or not, guys? So 1 is the answer. Okay, let's discuss this question again. We can write mod x minus y whole power 3 by 2 as mod x minus y into square root of x minus y. And we are bringing this mod x minus y to the left hand side. This is like mod a by mod b. Can we write as mod a by b? Yes, that's what we have done it, mod a by b. And we applied limit x is tending to y. This is nothing but differentiation only, guys. This is nothing but f dash y only. This is f dash y and this is 0. If you apply x equals to y here, 0. F dash y less than or equals to 0, but mod f dash y will never be negative. So it will be 0. It can be 0. The only possibility we have is f dash y is equals to 0. If you equate f dash y is equals to 0, how much we getting it? F dash y, if you equate it to 0, f of y is constant, f of x is constant. That means f of x should be equals to 1. Why? Because f of 0, 1 means everywhere it has to be 1. So f of x equals to 1, guys. If you substitute f of x equals to 1 here, 0 to 1, 1 dx, which is 1 only. So the answer we're getting is 1. Guys, clear na? Hari Om Gupta, understood? Right. So that's it, guys. That's it for, yes, exactly. Answer is 1. So that's it for this question. Okay, remaining previous year questions we'll discuss on day after tomorrow, that is Saturday, guys. Okay, so chalo guys, see you on Saturday again. Okay, bye guys.